Yo, 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 yo. What is up? What is up? Welcome to Blues House. This is Blues News. You know who I am. I am Bluminati, man. This is your one-stop destination for entertainment news, film, and TV reviews, all things pop culture, man. Doing another deep dive today. Breaking news. This woman just won't go away. Just won't go away, man. Jonathan Majors is now being sued by his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari. Oh man, why? I mean, I guess we kind of saw this coming, right? We kind of saw this coming. Oh. Don't forget to like, share, hit that notification bell, man. If you want to become a member, if you want to join and become a house guest, you can now do that. You know what I'm saying? Super chats are open, all of that good stuff there. Let's start the damn show.
How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Like I said, man. So this is I say it's foul, man. It's kind of foul to me. Jonathan Majors is now being sued by his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari. It's this woman, she just won't go away. She just won't go away, man. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Let me pull this up real quick. Oh, this is crazy. This is just crazy, man. Can y'all see that? I wonder why that's small like that. I'm gonna have to change that. Let me see. Let me do this. Is this better? Nope, don't like that. We'll go back to this. So, yeah, Jonathan Majors being sued by his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari, for defamation, assault, and battery. Say what now? Let's start with the defamation. Where's the defamation? When did he defame her? He was on trial. She wasn't on trial. So how did he defame her? That's weird. When did he do any defamation? Am I wrong? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Defamation? Assault and battery? Where did this come up at with the assault and battery? What was assault? He was assault and battery. He wasn't guilty on assault nor battery. Let's get into this article. This was written by Caitlin Houston and I guess Winston Cho. So it's two people on this article right here. Two people on this article. The lawsuit details allegations of physical violence that date back to 2022 and defamation as Majors continues to proclaim his innocence in the earlier criminal case. Fallout from the New York jury's conviction of Jonathan Majors for misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment has erupted in a lawsuit against the actor from ex-girlfriend Grace Jabbari, who claims that she alerted Majors' management team of abuse back in 2021. So she claiming that, hey, I told y'all he was abusing me way back in 2021. That's weird. None of that came out in the trial. This would have been great ammunition to win said trial, right? This would have been great ammunition to win said trial. None of this came out, but now I've been telling them since 2021 that he was doing. Come on, man. Jabbari in the lawsuit filed on Tuesday in New York federal court brings claims for battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, malicious prosecution. Malicious prosecution? What? What? Wait, hold on. Malicious prosecution and defamation. Who was on trial here? Who was on trial? Was she on trial? Were they prosecuting her? Malicious prosecution? Intentional infliction of emotional distress? So this was another thing too. This was filed today, this was filed. Now we saw Jonathan Majors in multiple award shows out here living his best life, living good with Megan Good. red carpet events, NAACP awards, backstage, partying up with Jay-Z and all the other black excellence and black elites, right? Minding his own business, waiting on whatever fate he has when the verdict comes through. And now she files this a couple days after the NAACP awards. Okay. Where am I at? Which arises from Majors denying that he abused the professional dancer and movement coach leading up to and after his conviction. She accuses Majors of subjecting her to a pattern of pervasive domestic abuse that began in 2021 and extended through 2023, detailing several instances of alleged physical violence. What's up, chat? What is good? What's good, chat? So in a statement, Priya Chaudhry, a lawyer for the actor, said, "This is no surprise. Mr. Majors is preparing counterclaims against Ms. Jabbari," which he should, because this is all of this should have came. Look, if I'm trying to send this man up the creek, I'm pulling everything out. If he been beating my behind since 2021, best believe I'm finna get up on the stand and say that. This right here shows that she really perjured herself on, you know what I'm saying, on the stand. They asked her, has he ever put hands on her? She said no. She said that out her own mouth. He has never harmed me. He has never physically harmed me. That's what she testified. She said that. But now all of a sudden he been whooping up on me since 2021. Oh, the humanity. You know what I mean? Wow. Say Jabbari, who met Majors in 2021 on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum. So as soon as he met you, he whooped. Come on, man. It wasn't no grace period, nothing like that. He just, all right, I'm gonna meet her and beat her down. Y'all met in 2021. Come on, man. Claims that the alleged abuse escalated to assault in 2022 when Majors attacked her, causing serious injuries to her body. According to the suit, on September 20, 2022, after an early, largely verbal fight, Majors pushed Grace so hard that it bruised her backside, picked Grace up in the air and threw her against the hood of her car, and brought Grace back into their house, held his hands around her neck, and stated that he wanted to kill her and that he was going to kill her. Majors then started hitting Grace's head against the marble floor while strangling her until she felt she could no longer breathe. What? He did all this and you didn't say nothing about it? Say what? Wait a minute. Whoa. This didn't come up in court? Yes. Yep. The S word again. This did not come up. How did this not come up in court? They brought out Coretta Scott King and all dumb stuff like this. This is the meat and potatoes. This is where it's at. This is how you get a jury to convict. This story right here. Picked Grace up in the air, threw her against the hood of the car, brought her back into the house, held his hands around her neck, stated he wanted to kill her. Majors then started hitting Grace's head against the marble floor while strangling her until she felt she could no longer breathe. But this didn't show up nowhere in court. There was no incident. There was even no inference. They didn't even try to pull this out the back. If I'm the prosecutor, the DA's office, I'm trying my best to get this into court. I'm sneaking my way. I'm sneaking this in some type of way. But this didn't show. What? I'm confused. Look, I'm confused. I'm at a loss. I don't even know what to say, man. This is just crazy. She just won't go away. They really trying to run my man through the dirt, through the mud, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Jabbari says she later wanted to seek medical treatment for this incident. Okay, so this is where he was saying, I guess this is the whole, we don't have the whole text messages about the whole I got a headache thing. So I think now this sounds like in order to make these text messages fit her more perfectly, they finna this is what they're coming up with. Jabbari says she later wanted to seek medical treatment for this incident, but alleged she was dissuaded by Majors, who said via text they will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually would protect us, it could lead to an investigation. Even if you do lie and they suspect something. See, now they trying to take this this dot and connect this dot, even though this dot has nothing to do with that dot. So you mean so if in the text message, or if this story was told to the prosecuting, to the DA, you mean to tell me they wouldn't have went full steam ahead to introduce this? They would have went full steam ahead to get this going, and they would have had every right to do so, because then this would have been part of, you know what I'm saying, everything going on. It would have made sense. The text about the alleged incident came up as part of Major's criminal trial, though any alleged incident preceding it was not discussed. At least they said that. I'm surprised they even said that, though any alleged incident preceding it was not discussed. That means in trial, they didn't even discuss this. They didn't even discuss this. Jurors were instructed to view this and past instances of alleged abuse as background information rather than evidence of propensity to commit a crime. So even if I'm a juror, I'm sorry, and they telling me, hey, disregard him beating the shit out of her back in 2022. Just worry about this. You think that's not going to be on in my head? It would have been, they wouldn't have split the baby if that was the case. Right? So I don't think this was even anywhere. Whatever the evidence that they were shown, this was not it. At least I don't think it was. This couldn't have been it. For them to split the babies, oh no, he didn't do that, but he did harass her. We'll just give him harassment, let him go. No, get out of here, man. Come on, man. This makes no sense. None of this is making sense. None of this was making sense. While many of the incidents in the civil suit were alluded to by Jabbari as part of the criminal trial, she didn't allude to none of this. She was largely only able to speak to the alleged emotional abuse surrounding them rather than any claims of physical violence. She could have spoke on anything she wanted to speak on, because what she was she was testifying. She could have testified to anything. She could have. That's the thing. When you get up on the stand, you could say whatever you want to on that stand. Y'all just saw Fannie Willis run up on. She wasn't even called to testify. Fannie just came in there and just started saying what she wanted to say. When you up on that stand, whatever questions you ask, you answer that question. If you want to keep elaborating, you can until somebody object. So it's not she was not allowed. It's not she wasn't allowed. If she wanted to get up there and say, well, yeah, back in 2021, with this text message, that's when he bopped me upside the head. But no, she said he never harmed me. She said he never harmed me. Come on. Let me see. She was largely only able to speak to the alleged emotional abuse surrounding them rather than any claims of physical violence. Tuesday's suit sheds light on some of the alleged physical abuse, which escalated in August 2022 when the pair moved in together in London. September 2022, Majors again became upset and began verbally assaulting Grace while chasing her around the home. He started chasing her around. You know what I'm saying? States the complaint. Now he started chasing her. Now we know who be chasing people, but yeah, all right, whatever. We got you. We got you. When he was finally able to corner her on the bed, Majors raised his fist over her as she cowered, protecting her face. Oh no! On this occasion, Majors did not physically strike Grace. He obtained control over himself. He said, "Oh, I ain't gonna hit you this time. Next time." And left the property as Grace locked herself in the bedroom for safety. So this time she locked herself in the bedroom for safety. Hey, this is counter to the shit that just happened. Wait a minute, hold on. That right there makes no sense. So we know she chased. So basically, he did her the way that she did him, that we saw her do him on footage and on video. But now she's saying she locked herself in the room for safety. Why she didn't do that shit this last instance? If this dude is such a monster and a beast, why didn't she lock herself in the bedroom? Why she didn't lock herself in the bedroom? No, she was laid there waiting. Waiting. Come on, Jonathan, come get the cookies. That's basically how she was. Come get these goodies. She chased him all around, up and down the streets of Manhattan, New York City. He left. This is what we know. Not no hearsay, not no alleged. This is what we saw and what we know. He gets the call saying, you know what I'm saying? Or he caught the text about her ready to off herself. He runs to go check on her. Ain't no bedroom locked. Ain't she laid up in the damn closet or wherever the hell she at? Half naked, passed out. Come on, man. January 2023, Jabbari disclosed abuse to Majors management. So she's saying in January 2023 that she told Majors management, which allegedly responded by relaying the message to the actor. According to the complaint, Majors was furious at Grace for betraying him and telling a member of his team that he had physically assaulted her. So back in Jan 2023, that don't make sense. That timeline is off, right? Because March, hold on. When did everything go down? When did everything go down? Was that? I got to look at this timeline now because this, I'm so confused. I am so confused. Let me look this up. It's just something is off. Something is off. Let me see. So yeah, he was in March of 2023. He was arrested after an alleged domestic. She's saying that in January he did something in January, and that she told the management team. But they was cool. They went to dinner, went to go see a play, and everything else like that. What? I am. This shit is ridiculous. This is my head hurt. In the new suit, Jabbari echoes comments made during the criminal trial about Majors' behavior after the alleged incident. Majors would threaten suicide in response to Grace's attempts to understand why Majors became physically violent with her in the aftermath to manipulate Grace away from going to the hospital or reporting the violence to authorities. After his arrest, Majors embarked media tour intended to undermine the jury. Here we go. After his arrest, Majors embarked media tour intended to undermine the jury verdict. Undermine the jury verdict? How can I undermine the jury verdict when the verdict has already been cast? The verdict is the verdict. I can't go out on a tour to get it overturned. It's been cast already. He claimed he was completely innocent and is probably the victim, that he did not assault her whatsoever, and that this woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital. According to the complaint, in an exclusive interview with ABC News, he said Jabbari lied about being abused and that he never laid his hands on a woman. He didn't flat out say, he never came out his mouth and said she lied. He said he never laid his hands on her. The jury also corroborated that with the verdict. He did not assault her. He said he didn't. He's completely innocent. I don't see how that is undermining. I was found not guilty of that. I'm completely innocent of that. How was that an undermine? Come on now. Y'all help me connect the dots on this. Jabbari alleges that the statements included in his interview with Good Morning America after the sentencing constitutes defamation. So they're saying that this interview is defamation? His interview with Good Morning America after the sentencing constitutes defamation. The suit states, this is what they're saying. Major's intention was not only to cause many people to believe Jabbari was a liar, but also to cause those people to lash out, harass, intimidate, and bully Jabbari. Majors also intended his defamatory statements to adversely affect Jabbari's career. She did that on her own. She's on video chasing this man through the streets of New York City. New Yiddy. What do you mean? She is involved in this case just as much as him. When there's a public case like this, there's gonna be backlash on what she thought that she was gonna get. They were gonna hand her a crown and a scepter and say, "Girl, come on now." He got people who's behind him, just like I'm pretty sure she got people who behind him. I hope he countersued. This got to be a countersuit in the making. It's gotta be. I hope the judge throw everything out. And you know what? Maybe this suit should happen. If they want to peel back the layers, let's peel back the layers. Because that's another thing. We don't know what really happened. We don't really know what really happened. And this sounds to me like just a flat out lie. Just looking at what was uncovered in the actual trial. And then trying to add all of this to it. This is just reaching for the stars. This is nasty. This is disrespectful. This is a waste of whatever judge who takes this on. This is all of that. Additionally, the suit brings a claim for malicious prosecution over Majors urging prosecutors to initiate proceedings and arrest Jabbari after he filed what? Wait, okay, so wow. So she's saying because she got arrested after he filed a criminal complaint against her, she wasn't even prosecuted. They didn't prosecute her. They declined. I don't know what to say. I'm really at a loss for words. I am really, truly at a loss for. I don't know what to say. The suit brings a claim for malicious prosecution over Majors urging prosecutors to initiate proceedings and arrest Jabbari after he filed a criminal complaint against her, despite being told that prosecutors would decline to pursue the case. He was never told that. He was never told that they wasn't going to pursue the case. When did the prosecutor say, "Hey, don't you file that because we're not going to pursue it"? And he went and did it on his own. That didn't happen. And even if that did happen, him as a citizen of the United States of America, don't he got the right to do that? He got the right to say, "Nah, she harmed me." What is going on? The suit calls this truly desperate attempt to discredit his victim before the trial. Consistent with his pattern of intimidating Grace, Majors filed the knowingly false criminal complaint and immediately disseminated the news to national and international media outlets in an effort to use his fame to cause the public to lash out against Grace and inflict on Grace extreme emotional distress. During this time, do y'all remember anybody bashing Grace? I'm sorry. Who lost all their TV deals and movies and ain't act, you know what I'm saying? What happened? Soon as this went out, what? Say what now? Army pulled back. I think he have like a Jack Daniels there. I think, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that he was working with pulled away from. Management team left. What is she talking about? What she thought she was going to do this and get back to work? Why do people think when you cause a ruckus, whether you're in the right or the wrong, that people are just going to be like, "All right, yeah, come on. Let's get back to work"? Why do people think that? Like once you tip over the apple cart, whether you did it on accident, on purpose, whether it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? The apple's got to be put back into the cart. And people are going to be looking at you like you the person who tipped over the apple cart. That's just human nature. Jabbari also details verbal abuse soon after she entered a relationship with Majors. In 2021, for example, the actor allegedly verbally attacked and admonished her for mentioning a prior relationship, the suit claims. Oh my God. June 2022. Excuse me, y'all. Majors continued to exhibit controlling behavior while Grace was out of town and unable to comply with his demands, writes Brittany Henderson, a lawyer for Jabbari in the suit, which seeks at least $75,000 plus punitive. They suing this man for $75,000. They suing this man for a Mercedes. What? Wait, hold on. They are suing this man for $75,000 plus punitive. I don't know what the punitive damages would add up to be. Normally the jury would set those damages, but $75,000 is what. So for all the stress and getting beat upside the head and all of this, you only suing this man for 75 grand. If this ain't just this is to make Jonathan Majors look bad. This ain't got nothing to do with justice or you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to sue for come on, man. 75 grand. The trip ended with Majors requiring Grace to promise that she would never go anywhere again where she was not available for him to reach her at all times. And so began a lengthy pattern of defendant Majors' domestic violence and abusive behavior towards Grace. The filing of the complaint followed the criminal court case against Majors, in which he was convicted in December of reckless assault in the 3rd degree, a misdemeanor, and harassment in the 2nd degree, which is a violation. Now, look, it's crazy that they put that in there. I got to give them kudos for that, because normally they don't put what it really is, a misdemeanor and a violation. These charges were brought by the state of New York, not by Jabbari. That case was related to an incident on March 25th, 2023, between Majors and Jabbari when she was still dating the actor. During the trial, Jabbari testified that while the two were riding in the car, she saw a text on his phone suggesting he was cheating on her and grabbed it from him. She said the actor then injured her, including prying her finger from the phone and striking her head as he tried to take the phone away from her, and later threw her back into the car. Majors was scheduled to be sentenced in the criminal case on February 6th, but the hearing was delayed until April 8th as the prosecution and the judge on the case responds to the defense's motion to set aside the verdict. The charges carry potential sentences of up to 1 year in prison. After the conviction, Marvel Studios dropped Majors, who had played a central role in their franchise as Kane the Conqueror. As he awaits sentences, Majors was spotted Saturday at the NAACP Awards alongside his current partner, actress Megan Good. And I think this is, can I click on this? Can't click on it. So this is the actual filing. I am gonna make this bigger. Let me single this. This is the actual filing, looks like. United States District Court of Southern District, Grace Jabbari versus Jonathan Majors. 75 grand. This is an action in an amount of excess of $75,000, exclusive of interest and cost, and is within the jurisdictional limits of this court. 75 grand. Y'all about to bringing this for $75,000. $75,000. This is wild, son. This is wild. Let me get to the chat. Let me go back, because I know y'all been chatting it up. What up, chat? What up, chat? Let's see. Ada says maybe the interview. Yeah, seems like that interview from ABC is what's, I guess, is the defamation situation. I guess. Stunts and shows. What up, Pam? Says, but she testified that he never abused her during the whole relationship, but now it's since 20. That's what I'm saying. Now it's since 2021. Now he been playing rock'em sock'em with my head since 2021. When? You said that never happened. You said that never happened. You said that never happened. That Grace needs to sit down. She needs to sit all the way down. All of this now, this is over 75 grand. 75 grand. It's like as soon as he gets good press, Rolling Stone will have negative press, of course. And that's what it seems like. It's like tit for tat right now. Seems like it's just tit for tat. Like let the verdict come, or not the verdict, but let the punishment come. Whatever the punishment is, I personally, Pam, I think what's going on, I think they know that this judge probably is about to kick this out. I think the verdict might be stayed. I think that's the right term. You know what I'm saying? I think this might be kicked, thrown out. And I think that's why Jonathan Majors is out enjoying this stuff, because he know that he might have, he's a win. I think he might win this thing, you know what I'm saying, or get it appealed or whatever. But I think they got an actual case. And I don't think Jabbari them have an actual case. So they had to come with this lawsuit on the civil side of things, which is cool. That's within her right. But then you suing this man for 75 grand. But supposedly he done went upside your head, emotional stress, all of this other stuff. But you only want 75 grand? I guess that's what because I'm seeing these cases. If we want to bring in the Cassie situation, like Diddy, what he's getting sued for some of the stuff they bringing up, 6 figures, millions of dollars at some point. With Cassie was millions, but old buddy, he in the 6 figures. She's 75 grand. 75. Like you said, that S word. That's their go-to. That's their go-to. Danny said that she wanted to be at the Oscars with him, and that didn't happen. But now he's on the red carpet with Megan Good, and she feeling some. She could, and I believe that. I think she is feeling some type of way, but she lost. She lost. She played it wrong. She played the game wrong. Yeah. Yep. Can they use her testimony from the court case against her? I think so, because it's testimony. It's on record. It is testimony and it's on record. So they will probably call her to the stand again and replay that back and say, is this true? Oh, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be nuts. This is going to be nuts. I think she missed the lifestyle, so that's her way of getting some money. But 75 grand? So basically, because she also saying that it's hurting her, she can't work. She hasn't been able to work. Well, how much money were you making? If you know what I'm saying, if you've missed a couple of gigs, a couple of jobs here and there, then that should be part of the damages, not just what the jury is going to say, hey, the punitive damages or whatever. That's what you should be suing for. You should be suing for the amount of days I missed or how much, work I've missed. That's what you should be suing for. Not 75 grand. What is 75 grand in the world? Now, I don't know how much she make, but if you've been going upside my head and I know you are worth possibly millions, I'm getting the millions, B. I'm going to take you to the cleaners, B. I'm not settling for no 75 grand. You finna come out your pocket. You over there looking all with Megan Good. Oh, trust me. After you done went up, so you beat my head against a marble. You cussing me out, making me feel all bad. Won't let me go kick it with my friends. Just give me 75 grand, dog, and I'll go away. Get the fuck out of here, man. That don't even sound right. Come on, man. That don't even sound right. Just give me 75 grand. That's the Chris Rock skit. You got any ribs? How much for a rib? How much for a rib? $5. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. What about just one rib? Oh, man. Will we read the redacted text? I hope so. I hope we get all the redactions, because now you got to. Now we need to see what in the hell is really going on here. Because how did this not come out in the criminal trial, in the criminal case? How did this not come out in the criminal case? I don't see how the judge let this slide. If the judge let this slide, he don't need to be a judge no more. If he's saying that this is not pursuant to the case at hand, to me, this would show, because they were trying to establish the pattern of abuse, right? Well, if the pattern of abuse started in 2021 or 2022, whatever she said about with him bashing her head in the marble and throwing her, you know what I'm saying, up against the door, bruising her back. What? But it wasn't allowed. Mr. Tube, I got it right that time. Mr. Tube, says, where are the head injuries? Then they examined her head. There were no signs. Well, this would have been back in 2021, unless you're referring to how she said that he hit her head or whatever. Right? She didn't have any head. Only injury she had around the head area was the ear laceration. And they said that was not, you know what I'm saying? The doctor came out and said that would not have been blunt force. That was because the laceration was too, like, it was a perfect laceration, like being serrated with a knife or something like that, you know. Maybe Priya motion to set the verdict aside may actually pass, and this is the way of hitting back because they didn't read the justification of self-defense. That's what I think. I think Priya's motion to set aside the verdict, I think it's going to pass. I think it's going to pass. And I don't think there's nothing they can do about it. And I think now the only way that she can get either back in the spotlight or hurt him per se is to do this for $75,000. Does she understand that this will not be a court case, but he is able to put in all the unredacted? Right. I don't know if they understand that. This ain't no criminal case now. This is civil. This is civil. And not only can he protect himself the way that he needs to protect himself, but he can now countersue. She thinks she don't have a job now. She thinks she don't have a job now. So she want to do all of this over 75 grand. All of this. See, and I also think that the strategy right here is settlement. Oh, 75 grand, I'll pay that. But it'll make him look bad. I hope he fight the hell out this shit. I hope he fight it. I hope he take this. We taking this to trial. Let's go. I ain't settling out of court. You think you about to make me look stupid? You not. You not. Let's take it to trial. Let's go. Open the books up. You open your books up, I'm opening my books up. Let's see what's good. I hope he countersues her. I know he will, because she knows she stole his Rolex, charged credit card thousands of dollars, and now she's salty in his name in the streets and got him fired from his good job. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Yeah, she took the Rolex, ran up. Come on, man. He ain't even, he should be the one doing the suits. He should be suing her civilly. But I know he's waiting, or not necessarily, because then it looked like he would be a bully if he was to come out and sue her for the credit card, running up the credit card and the Rolex. He would look like the bully. Oh, the black man bullying the little white woman. That's what he would look like. But this is going too far. This is crazy. What makes no sense is that she had a whole continent between them, and she follows. Say it again, Pam. Say it, but he bashing her head. Since day one, he been bashing her head, though. Since day one, he been bashing her head. Since day one. Let her tell it. Since day one, he been putting knuckles to face, boots to ass since day one. And it wouldn't stand because she said she had got put out that night before September 22nd incident, and she and her friend, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got this crazy because we got the timeline of events, and this shit don't add up. No, she had confided in prior because she did not allow her to go to the. Oh, you talking about his manager? His manager, yeah, but we need to get her on the stand. That's who should have. She needs to be compelled to come and testify. Like I said, if we're gonna open the books, let's open the books. What was she saying to Priya, his manager? What were they kikiing about? That's what I want to know. I don't think she understands what she just got herself into and how her whole world is going to blow up. And I'm actually hoping that that's how he gets his vendor. That's what my thought is. This might be the vindication he needs. You really want to do this? You really want to do this over 70? Because this ain't justice. This ain't got nothing to do with justice. This is $75,000. You ready to blow up your world, your life over $75,000 and possibly come out looking stupid and losing and then being countersued. Come on. That may help him in the end since she is contradicting herself. Major contradiction. LVB, what's up, LVB? What's up, lady? In the statement pre-charge, a lawyer for the actor said, "This is no surprise. Mr. Majors is preparing counterclaims against Miss Jabbari." Yeah. So LVB, do you think that they caught wind of? Are you saying that their countersuit is to this suit, or that they were already preparing suits against Jabbari, and maybe they caught wind and they filed theirs first? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Because I know this is a quote from the article, but do you think that that's what happened? You know what I'm saying? I don't take anything RS says seriously. They are the same ones that said that the driver would testify that he threw her like a football. That didn't happen, and the driver ended up saying the opposite. You know what? The driver, I don't know if they'll probably even get the driver to testify again, but I'm pretty sure they'll get an actual testimony from the real testimony from the driver to where he actually they don't need an interpreter and all this other stuff because he can speak English. I want to see if any of the quote unquote other people who said that Jonathan Majors did this, I wonder if they're going to show up. This would be the prime time to get them involved now, quote unquote, if they're real, right? This would be prime time for that. So it's a lot of things. I just think this is nasty. I just don't see why this is a thing. Why they trying to keep this going. I don't know if that's the only claim to fame that she has now. 75 grand is nuts. And you know what I'm saying? Like 75 grand is wild. Yep. Took the Rolex. Who's paying? Right. Who's paying for? I don't know. Because Pam. Where is it? Let me put this back. They want 75. Can you see this? They want 70. Uh-oh. Where am I at? Shit. They want 75. Oh, I can't make it bigger. They want 75 grand. Let me stop this and go to the other screen. They want 75 grand. That's it. Just 75 grand. That's all they want. That's all they want from the homie JM. What is 75 grand? What is that doing for her? Rolling Stone always does this. They did the same thing with Johnny Depp. They ended up doing a hit piece on him and it backfired on Amber like a Wilger. I hope she knows all her financial stuff will come up. Also, the way he paid her tax bills and everything he paid for during the relationship. All of that's going to come up. The not being arrested. Why wasn't she prosecuted? All that's going to come up. To me, what I think is the malfeasance, the not prosecuting, I look at that like as corruption. All of that's going to come up. All of that's going to come up. I love that they say he smeared her name when the prosecution destroyed this. Right. When did he smear her name? He was quiet for the longest up until the interview. And even in the interview, he ain't really say nothing in the interview bad about her. He could have went in that interview and straight up dog walked her, but he did not. He did not. He could have talked about how she stole from him, ran my credit card up. She a lush. She just out here drunk, drinking. He didn't do none of that. What is he talking about? I prophesied mid-trial that this was bad for her also because she cannot be trusted. Her running after John just made her look crazy. She looks crazy. This looks nuts. This looks nuts. This whole thing looks nuts. This is wow. She did a hole for Jonathan, and the hole was for herself. Oh, she dug a hole. Yeah, she dug a hole for Jonathan, and the hole was for herself also. Right. She still has his phone and Rolex. With these suits, she opens herself up now. Will we find out about the prior boyfriend pruning? Yeah. Yes. And why? Right? Why did he do that? Why did he give up the ghost on himself? Yeah. Was, you know what I'm saying? They might start digging into that. Did he do it because of her? Was she that, you know what I'm saying, manipulative or whatever? He wanted to get out of the relationship. And I'm just, like you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I don't know what happened between them two, but you're right, Pam. You are absolutely right. It's a lot of things that can come up. Like good old JR said, his business is about to pick up. That bathroom scenario sounds like bull. Don't it, though? Straight BS. Straight BS. Countersue for defamation, the loss of earning, emotional distress, and harassment. Yeah. Well, who you suing? He can't settle it, turn into it. Right. And no, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think he will settle. I don't think he will settle. Because it'll make him, you know what I'm saying? He seems to me he's getting back on track. He's trying to put that tribe behind him, whatever the punishment that comes is the punishment that comes. I think he's cool with it. Or I think he already knows that there is nothing, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to get his life back on track. And then this shows up. He can't settle. I would fight this. Regardless of what comes out in the wash. He's because you got to think he already been raked through the coals already. So whatever comes out in the wash isn't necessarily, for the most part, gonna hurt him. They want 75 grand. That shows me how much if it's real or not. 75 grand for me going upside your head, banging your head on the marble table, me telling you not to go seek medical treatment for me banging you upside your head, me causing emotional distress on you for 2.5 years or whatsoever, me keeping you from your friends, you know what I'm saying? Me controlling you, me constantly manipulating your emotions. Come on, and all you want is 75 grand? That's how much it costs to go to the damn to see a shrink, to see a therapist. 75 grand. That's it. Hopefully the media will be allowed in court. Please, media. They got to be allowed in court. They got to. We need to see this. Yes, please. Everybody in the chat, please hit that like. Whether you're on Twitter or if you're on YouTube, please hit that like. And like I said, if you want to become a member, memberships are open. You can become a member right now, and if you want to super chat, you can super chat also. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Frankenstein's, what up, Frankenstein? Frankenstein said, such BS. Let her come for him. This time she'll be more of a fool than she already is. JN will be vindicated. I believe so. And I think this might be a blessing in disguise. This might be a blessing in disguise, because now we can get down to the nitty-gritty. Because the way I look at it, this would have been if this was true, this would have been an open and shut case, right? The jury would have most definitely swayed the other way. They wouldn't have split the baby. They would have probably said he is guilty. If the text messages show, or if there's text messages that show him copping to beating her down or something like that, because at the end of the day, this is still he say, she say. There's no evidence, there's no proof that he did anything other than the text messages that still have no context to them. Even if we did do the text message thing, why are they, you know what I'm saying? If he was in the house with her, why are they texting in the house? That's another thing too. Why are they texting in the house? That's a little confusing. She, allegedly she talks about him being abusive, verbally abusing her, but there's no evidence to show that. There's still no evidence to show that. So it's going to be a he say, she say, she versus him type situation. So I don't see a smoking gun in this. And I think that's why this, if this was true, I'm gonna give her a little bit of reprieve. Let's say this was true. The reason why I believe this wasn't brought up, because there might be no validity to validate, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't validate this. There's no evidence that he did any of this. None. No evidence of it. The only evidence we got is of him being a gentleman. Him running from her. Her chasing him through the streets of Manhattan. Him removing himself from said toxic situation, getting a hotel room. Then trying to be the knight in shining armor to go and see about Grace maybe offing herself. Calling 911. Getting the paramedics and the police to come over and check on her. She was the one who drunk all night. Evidence of that. She would peel bottles. Everything that she said that he did to her is evidence of her doing it to him. There's no evidence of him doing it to her, but there's evidence of her doing it to him. We ain't even talking about the play that they had seen that night was exactly what she did to him. In that play, she kind of acted out exactly what happened in the play. That's what's confusing me. That's really what's confusing. Let me get back into these chats. Simply speaking, and telling your side of the story is not considered defamation. Right. I mean, I'm just telling my side of the story. And Zach, salute to Zach. Another thing is too, I was acquitted. So it's not just my side of the story. It is now written in the book of law that it's true. I did not do that. I was acquitted of that. So how is that defamation when the law says that I didn't do it? See, over for the punitive damages to be high. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. So I'm gonna sue him for 75, but hopefully they award me what? 10 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much, because that's another thing too. It's sometimes it's caps on these punitive damages. Sometimes it's capped. Let me see. Let me look this up real quick. New York. Okay, so New York does not have a cap. There's no limit to the amount of punitive damages that can be awarded. However, punitive damages are usually not awarded unless they are reasonable and proven necessary. For example, a judge might deem punitive damages excessive if they exceed 10 times the compensatory damages. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see. He could talk about the incident in London where she slapped him in front of friends. Yeah, he could bring up anything. This would be no holds barred. The whole truth will come out this time. Also, he can sue for ruining business relationships by her talking private stuff with his manager. Yeah. She better have video evidence along more record. That's what I'm saying. She better have them evidence. She better have something. The smoking gun better show up. She did. She called him 32 times. 32 times. Yep. Unapologetic Simmer. What up? What up? Blue, I'm confused too. Like, what the hell? Didn't she say he was never a B? She said that on the stand. She said that. Yes. I don't get that's what, like, what did the lawyers not watch the trial, or was, you know what I'm saying? These lawyers better go watch Cat, salute the Cat. They better go see what really went down inside that courtroom before y'all take this case. Now all of a sudden he body slammer, right? Now all of a sudden he WWE on her. She will find out, like Johnny Depp case, that the video from the police came into play with, I forgot it. Yeah, we're gonna sound with them videos. Come on, man. I don't think she really want to do this. But let's not underestimate New York courts. Look what they did in the trial. Right, but see, this is different. This is different. This ain't the DA. This isn't the state of New York versus Jonathan Majors. This is, where am I at? This is Grace Jabbari versus Jonathan Majors. You see? It's not the state of New York. It's different. It's whatever her attorney is, undersigned attorneys Edwards Henderson PLLC, the crime victim law firm. That's who he'll be going against, not the state of. So it's different. It's different now. This would be Grace Jabbari versus Jonathan Majors. Totally different. Totally different. And the text message that she sent to her friend that said she got a little scrappy with him. Got a little scrappy. You know, just I put the pause on him a little bit. Had, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to give her that phone, girl. I had to get a little scrappy with him. You know what I'm talking about? The alleged full redacted part of her text is in the RS article. You were reading Hollywood Report, but still his response does not admit anything. Oh, okay. So Rolling Stones, I just don't like Rolling Stones. I do not like Rolling Stones. Because I thought, so they got the full redacted in Rolling Stone. Let me see. My bad, y'all. Where is this at? All right, here we go. Shit. It ain't let me. Okay. So I will have to, I ain't fuck with Rolling Stones like that. They want me to log in and all types of stuff. Any other place got the full? You think the Guardian will have it? Let me see what the Guardian got to say. The Guardian might have it. They over here wilding. It takes true bravery to hold someone with this level of power and acclaim accountable. Bravery that Grace Jabbari has demonstrated at every stage of the legal process. A statement by Jabbari's lawyer, Brittany Henderson, said, "We strongly believe that through this action, truth and transparency will bring Grace the justice that she deserves." Get the hell out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. This is all right. So they don't have it neither. They don't have it neither. Exactly. The video with the audio can show that she was lying the whole time, which is why they muted it in the first place. I think that's why they muted it. Mute up so that she can lie in peace. Or the Jonathan Wednesday appeal. What happens? to this. Well, so he wins the appeal has nothing to do. So you can be found. That's the crazy thing about a civil suit. Remember, if you know OJ, let's take OJ to account. OJ was found, he was acquitted on the murder charges or whatever, but he was found. I want to say he was found guilty civilly, if I remember correctly. So yeah, civil suit has nothing to do with criminal. Now you can use certain things from the criminal, you know what I'm saying, because it's already, you know what I'm saying, public knowledge, public information or whatever. You can use that, but it has nothing to do with the civil suit. You can sue anybody for whatever. I can, you know what I'm saying, just for you making that. If I feel you just making that, what if he wins the appeal? What happens in this civil lawsuit? If I don't like that, Flavio, I can sue you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how America. Now it might not go to trial. People look at me like I'm funny, but I can actually go and sue you for that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how suits work. Not that a lawyer will pick it up. Not that, you know what I'm saying, a judge to pick it up, but I can go through the motions of having that done. So, does anyone feel differently about their support of Jonathan? I don't think so. I think everybody is still full steam ahead that Jonathan is innocent of said things and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just weird. It's wild to me. Let me see. Variety has the full one with the part with screenshots. Am I on Variety? What was I on? Oh, now let me go. So he said Variety has it. Let me check. Variety. Yeah, everybody. I think everybody's standing with Jonathan, man. Let me see. I don't see any screenshots. Sue, misdemeanor counts. Yep. I don't see any screenshots. Oh, here we go. That's it. Oh, yeah, that's what we already saw, though. I mean, I could bring it back up. I'll bring it back up. So yeah, with this, you know what I'm saying? It's just fake, and you have I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you. So my thing is, why is he? So if they're in the same area, why are they texting each other this? Right? That's what I want to know. Then it says it's just. He starts off by saying it's just fake. Now what's fake? I don't know. We don't know, but something's fake. Something ain't right. Right? It's fake, and you have I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something. That's kind of jumping up to me. I don't know. You can infer something, right? You can infer something, but that whole it's just fake. I wanted what's before that. It's just fake. Then we get the redaction, blah, 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 blah. I will tell them, doctor, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? I guess that can be a little weird. That sentence, but we still don't tell what really happened. You know what I'm saying? What really happened? When I want, because she could be saying, why would I tell them what really happened? Like that I went nuts on you. If I tell them that, you'll leave me, right? You know what I mean? I feel like you want to be together as in to not embarrass yourself for everything you said to your friend. I feel like you want to be together as in to not embarrass yourself with everything you said to your friends and family. We got to see, we need all of this. We need all of this to come out because right now we just speculate. You said you needed love last night. I put my feelings aside and tried to give you that. I need love too, or maybe I'm such a monster, horrible. This way of existence is miserable. I want to feel like you want to be together, as in, oh, wait, I said, hold on. Or maybe it's horrible. Or maybe I'm such a monster, horrible man. I don't deserve it. I should just kill myself. This way of existence is miserable. I want to die. I will see all of this is redacted. You see this big square up here? This big square is redacted. All of this. I will not go to the doctor if you don't feel safe with me doing so or don't trust me. I promise I will never mention you, but I understand your fear. You can't reject love if there's no real love. It's just lip service. I gave you love last night and this morning before I got out of bed. When you got up, you were not full of love at all. I didn't feel it all. You could just give me a hug or walk close to me or ask me. I'm not really contemplating it anymore. You can't reject love. Or months, blah, blah. Jonathan, you can't say this. I'm going to have to call someone. I'm sorry for not hugging you this morning. Yada, yada, yada. I love you so much. Obviously, what do you mean you put this in motion? You have a family, Jonathan, a mother and a daughter. What would Ella do without you? Don't do this to her. Don't even think these thoughts. And then we get all of this redaction. So, I mean, it's a lot. We got to get this unredacted. We got to get this unredacted. Then they talk about the audio clip, the whole Coretta Scott King thing. So I think all of that goes together, right? All of that goes together. This is just nuts. This is nuts. Why didn't this? I'm still tripping on how this didn't come up in trial. That's what I'm thinking. DJ says, go back to the court file document of Grace Jabbari versus James, the document where you saw this at on page 6. There are details of the redacted. Yeah, I just read them, but I'll go back to that. Let me see. You said page 6. Let me see. We can read through these real quick. Page 6. Let me see and do this. Nope. All right. Let's see. Damn, I don't like that neither. Get it right for y'all. All right. So this is page 6. Unbeknownst to Grace Majors follow her. He then suddenly came up behind her, grabbed the headphones from her ears, threw them to the ground, began stomping on the headphones, broken. Majors was screaming at Grace in her face, threatening that she had better not be at the house when he returned. When he stormed off, Grace picked up her broken headphones off the ground as two strangers ran toward her to provide her with aid after having witnessed the incident. All right, so we got some witnesses, right? Grace, terrified, then returned home and called a friend to seek shelter. So, okay. So all of this should be tracked and they should be able to corroborate this. While packing to leave the house as directed, Grace heard Majors barreling up the stairs. When he arrived at the bedroom, he began throwing objects in anger. Grace was able to escape from her home before Majors was able to physically hurt her. Majors then texted Grace and reasoned with her, saying that they made a plan, and now that you've told your parents, the whole marriage plans are ruined. Once Grace returned to their flat, Majors began shouting at her, telling her to be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King and stick to the plan. On September 20, 2022, Major became physically aggressive with Grace. Majors pushed Grace so hard it bruised her backside. When Grace got up, she attempted to leave the house. Majors picked Grace up in the air, threw her against the hood. Grace began shouting for help. Majors then forcefully grabbed Grace, placing her in a headlock to prevent someone from hearing her cries for help. He brought Grace back into the house, held her hands around her neck, stated he wanted to kill her and that he was going to kill her. Majors then started hitting Grace's head against the marble floor while strangling her until she felt she could no longer breathe. After the incident, Majors texted Grace, asking her not to tell anyone about what had occurred, ignoring the pain that her body was in as a result of the violence that he inflicted against her. Majors expressed concern over his career. I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask questions. I don't think you can actually protect us and lead an investigation if you do lie and they suspect something. Grace responded, nothing is fake about the pain in my body is currently in. I will tell the doctor I bumped my head. So I guess that's the redacted part. Nothing is fake about the pain my body is currently in. I will tell the doctor I bumped my head. If I go, I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? The defendant went on to tell Grace, last night I considered killing myself, or maybe I'm a monster, horrible man, I don't deserve it and should just kill myself. Grace responded, why would a man I love throw me around? Here we go. Grace responded, why would a man I love throw me around, strangle me, and look in my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me? She later goes on to say, I'm reminded of what happened each walking second because I can barely move without pain. I also have to heal physically. That's not me stating other than facts. I have endured a bad head injury and I feel unwell. I have brain fog. I have constant ringing headache despite the severity of her injuries. Grace finally succumbed to the defendant's demands, writing, I will not go to the doctor if I don't feel safe if you don't feel safe with me doing so or don't trust me to. I promise I will never mention you, but I understand your fear, to which Majors ultimately responds, I'm a monster, horrible man, not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I already put things in motion. Majors would threaten suicide in response to Grace's attempt to understand why Majors became physically violent with her in the aftermath and to manipulate Grace away from going to the hospital or reporting the violence to authorities. Grace believed that Majors was capable of harming himself because he did not want anyone to find out how serious of an abuser he was. Grace lived in constant fear of Majors, who demonstrated time and time again there was no way to deter the violent, intentional conduct. Like many victims of domestic violence. Yeah, okay. So what do y'all have to say with that? Now, I guess that's the unredacted part. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? That kind of, you know what I'm saying? Is I don't know how you maneuver with that, but I'm still tripping on how that was kept out of the criminal trial. Like I don't know how that was kept out of the criminal trial. If that's true, how was that kept out of the criminal trial? With Jonathan's attorney Dustin Pooch represent him in the civil case? I don't know. That's a good question. Real good question. Friends, now she has to be embarrassed, especially with her running after him like that. She can't brag no more. That also explains why she tried to desperately pretend to pass out. Feel like they were in a mutual toxic abuse relationship, but I don't like when people try to flip it like they wasn't actively a part of the chaos. It doesn't add up to, none of this adds up. It really don't add up. Man. I'm just at a loss where I'm still trying to figure out why this wasn't in the criminal. This is if that's true, then we got a criminal, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pleading to the judge, hey judge, this dude he needs to be locked up. If this is true, right? If you were a prosecutor, wouldn't you plead? I mean, you would be just trying your best to get this in. They didn't do none of that. That's a lot. Does the lawsuit talk about the fake statement? Yeah, that's what I just read. That's what I was just reading. She said her response, I guess this was in the redaction of the text. I'll put it back up on screen again, Pam, right here. This is her saying nothing is fake about the pain my body is currently in. I guess he was saying, he said that's fake. Where is it at? Okay, so they don't. She's saying nothing is fake about the pain my body is currently in. And I guess that's in response to his saying it's all fake. I don't know. We still need more of what, I'm saying, what happened. Because she's saying nothing is fake about the pain my body's currently in. I would tell the doctor I bumped my head. And then down here, it says, Grace then responded, why would the man I love throw me around, strangle me, and look at my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me? See, that to me don't make sense. She asking, or maybe because she's saying, this is saying in response to what he said. Last night I considered killing myself versus coming home, or maybe I'm such a monster and horrible man that I don't deserve it and I should just kill myself. Then Grace responds, why would the man I love throw me around, strangle me, and look at my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me? What? Like, that don't go in line with the texting? Do I still have? Let me see if I still have the text messages. No, where is it at? Here we go. Because I'm trying to see where that would fit in at. Okay, let's go back. I need to be able to put both on screen. So I'm going to try to, hold on. Let me do this. And I'm going to just share my, because something like, yeah, something ain't adding up. Something, y'all right. Something's not adding up with what's going on. So this is the text message. It's all fake, yada, yada, yada. They will ask you questions as I don't think you actually protect us. So this line right here, I'm guessing, is where she says, nothing is fake. The pain in my body is currently in. I would tell the doctor I bumped my head, right? Let me see, make sure. Where am I at? So I'm guessing this line is nothing is fake. I would, you know what I'm saying? I would tell the doctor I bumped my head, go blah, blah, blah. Where does one more day, but I can't sleep. That's all. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? Where's that at? Why I keep doing that? Okay, here we go. Let me move this. When it's clear I want to be with you, then he says, I'm just trying to add it together, y'all. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Clear I want to be with the defendant went on to tell Grace last night I can consider. So where's the last night I considered? Last night. Okay, here we go. So that's the next text thread. So that's right. Boom, boom, boom. He ends with, so all of this is, so wait, hold on. I'm guessing that's, so this way of existence is miserable. I want to die. Let me see. Is that in there? Get myself. Grace responded, why would the man I love throw me around? Okay, so I'm guessing in this redacted part, why would the man I love throw me around? All of that is in there. I'm guessing. Throw me around, strangle me, and look in my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me. She later goes on to say, I'm reminded of what happened each walking second because I can barely move without pain. I also have to heal physically. That's not me stating other than facts. I have endured a bad head injury and I feel unwell. I have brain fog. I have a constant ringing headache. Who talks like that? That's another thing too. Who talks like that? I have brain fog. I mean, you know. Then she says, I will not go to the doctor if you don't feel safe with me doing so, but I understand your fear. So what would be the redaction in that? But I understand your fear. See, they don't even say what the redaction is in this. But I understand your fear, to which Majors ultimately responds, I'm a monster. He doesn't, that's not what he responds. Oh, okay. So they not even, okay, I see what they're doing. Don't do this to her. Don't even think these thoughts. Okay, so they don't even go no more into all of that. Threatened suicide. Grace attempts to understand why Major become physical villain. So we got to see what's really going on with these redactions. This is wild. This is wild. Where'd I leave off at? It's a crochet piece. It is. It seems like it's put. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to follow the actual text. How, you know what I'm saying? How it will come off of the phone. Some of these things aren't adding up. Again, it does not explain why you would travel from London to NYC. The thing is, after she sent that message to him about the alleged abuse and not going to the doctor, his response was, you can't reject love as there's no real love. It's just lips. Yeah, like that's not making sense. Even though I don't even know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if this isn't just put together. I don't know if this is real. You know what I mean? Not saying it's not. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but because it seemed like he just talking. Who is he talking to? He just rambling. Seemed like he just rambling, and then she coming in with her stuff. Like nobody's really talking to each other in this text thread. And then yet again, I still want to know why they texting each other. They in the same damn house. I still want to know that. It's like Kate's Mother's Day photo fabrication. Yeah. Go Kate. Yeah, I forgot about that. that was funny. Go back to the redacted screenshots of how you responded to what she alleges. Yeah. So all of this is basically, I guess, this area. Oh, y'all can't see it. My bad. Let me put this back up. This area is that major redaction, right? When she says, "Why would somebody strangle me and love me and all of that?" And he goes back and says, "You can't reject love if there's no real love. It's just lip service. I gave you love." Like he's not even addressing that. That's what's weird. You can't reject love if there's no real love. It's just lip service. I gave you love last night and this morning before I got out of bed. When you got up, you were not full of love at all. I didn't feel it at all. You could have just given me a hug or walked close to me or asked me if you could give me a hug, not the other way around. It works both ways. I probably will kill myself if not really it's not really contemplating anymore. I'm a monster, horrible man, not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I've already put things in motion. So he didn't even, if she said, where is it at? This part right here. Why would a man I love throw me around, strangle me, look me in my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me? And I'm reminded of what happened each walking second because I could barely move without pain. I also have to, you know what I'm saying? If all of that is in there, and then he comes back with a soliloquy about shit, where is it at? Rejecting love and lip service, like that ain't making sense. I don't know, man. It's not adding up. Not adding up. Yeah, like why is he not responding to that? He ain't responding to if somebody just said, "Man, you just whoop my like why you just whoop my why you whoop my ass? Look me in my eyes and tell me you hate me." And he like, "Look, you can't reject love. There ain't no real love. It's just lip service." Like, what are you talking about? What? I'm still, I don't know. This is weird. This is weird. If that was the case, they would have presented it. That's what I'm saying. As a history of abuse, it would have been presented in court. Would have been presented in court. He says that you can't reject love response and that I'm a monster going to X myself response. But then she says she was disoriented because she was sleepy and that he thought she broke it. I don't know, man. It's all wild. Right. There would be no reason to redact that. Why is that redacted, but everything else is? There would be no reason. There would be no reason to redact that. What's up, Tina? He wouldn't even respond to that, but said she doesn't want to be embarrassed because she brags too much. Like, yeah, he talking about you bragging too much. You worry about the marriage. Like, what? I don't think you should pay. I get it. You know, I'm with you on one aspect of this is tiring. Like, I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I gotta fight this. Like, I would have to fight it. For 75 grand, he could have made this case go away. That's what it seemed like. I don't know. Priya had this. I know she had it sealed, but remember, and even you brought it up when everything was going on. Stuff started leaking in. Stuff started leaking in, right? So that once that stuff started leaking in, to me, the floodgates should have opened up. Because all of the Coretta Scott King stuff and all that, once that came into play, this should have came into play with that. Let me know if I'm wrong, Tina. Once that Coretta Scott King recording and these text messages came into play, it should have been redacted. I mean, it shouldn't have been redacted. Or and let me ask you this also, Tina, if you're the prosecution, wouldn't you have tried your best to sneak it in some type of way with your questioning or anything like that? Like, if I'm the prosecution, I'm trying. And another thing too, remember a lot of a lot of the things got taken away, right? A lot of his I'm drawing they got me so confused I can't even think about it. A lot of his charges got dismissed before, you know what I'm saying, before the trial even started. Now, if all of this was already in evidence and the judge have already seen this, would he have dismissed those things? Or you know what I'm saying, if you the prosecution, wouldn't you have fought harder to get that to make those things stand? I don't think they didn't fight. To me, it didn't seem like they fought hard enough. And you know, I'm just outside looking in, but you know, scroll down to how she responds to she was sleepy in the screenshot. Just strange. Let me see. Jonathan, you can't say this. I'm going to have to call someone. I'm sorry for not hugging you this morning. I really am. I was sleepy and disoriented by the fact you thought I would break your necklace. Right. What? Like, what is that? I'm sleeping disoriented by the fact that you thought I would break your necklace. So are they having an argument about a necklace? Or is this about him beating you up and your body? You know what I'm saying? You worry about whether you, or is that why y'all got into it? If the altercation happened, is that why y'all got into the altercation? Because you were gonna break his necklace? This is confusing, man. This is confusing. If he paid her, she will come back for more. He says you can't reject love as a response to her alleged abuse, then says something about it. And then she said, right, I don't, DJ, if you can help me understand this, because I'm confused. I don't know. This is wild. This is wild. Tina, can you get on? If you still out there, can you get on? Can you, maybe we can try to sort this out or something? Because this is confusing. I'm lost. My brain is hurting. This is confusing. She's being tactical with the lie she is leaking out. Leaking. Yeah, like, but this has been her MO since it started, right? That's her, to leak some stuff that has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? That confuses people. As Pam said it, that she is an agent of chaos. This is exactly what this is. This is her being an agent of chaos. That's what this is. Her being an agent of chaos. This is so confusing. This is so confusing right now. I don't get it. I'm trying to get it. I don't get it. Break his necklace, but not your body in pain. This is some BS. Like, yeah, what? You worrying about whether, oh, I was sleeping disoriented by the fact you thought I would break your necklace. But he just put the judo chops on you and you worrying about breaking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Huh? That's what gets me. She's disoriented by the fact that he thought she broke his necklace, not by the fact that he allegedly repeatedly introduced head to see. Right. Like, you're not disoriented by that. I'm sleeping disoriented by the fact that you thought I would break your necklace. You ain't disoriented by the fact that I put hands on you. Allegedly. Repeatedly. You weren't about a damn necklace. This is oh man, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird, man. This is weird. I don't know what to say. This is just no sense. I'm just holding my hands up. When does the judge supposed to have a ruling on whether he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, set aside the verdict or not or whatever? What's that, April 1st, I think? He'll have a ruling on that, and then he'll have the judgment to come down as far as what he'll be giving them. I think that's the 8th. Yeah, April 8th. So This is exhausting, y'all. This is exhausting. Thoughts and prayers to the homie Jonathan Major, his family. Grace, go get you some help, baby girl. Go get you some help, man. Go talk to somebody. If this, you know what I'm saying, if this really happened, please go seek help. Go seek help. Go talk to a therapist. Let's both of y'all did, because maybe this was just two people who was not supposed to be in each other's vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Step away. Get away from this. Run. How he ran from you, you need to be running for y'all. Don't need to be nowhere near each other. Get out of there. Get out of there, because I don't see this helping anybody. I don't see this helping you, and I don't see this helping him. You want your life back? This ain't. I don't see this as the way to do it, because something ain't adding right. Something not adding up. It smells fishy. Something smells fishy. Get away. Go. If you want your career, go get your career back. Go get your career back. Lay low for a minute. Take, you know what I'm saying? Take some smaller gigs, work your way back up. Because that's what he's gonna have to do. He gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, try to work his way back up, get back into the good graces of people, which is what he's been doing. You could be doing the same thing. You could be doing the same thing, and I wish you well. That's all I got to say. I wish you well. Please go seek help. Get what you need. But this to me does not seem like justice. That's not what this is. 75 grand. 75 grand. These text messages don't add up. They don't make sense. Nothing about this makes sense. And I still have not seen the evidence that shows that he whooped up on you. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm a nobody, I know, but at the end of the day, please just go seek some help, please. Get that. And that would have been the pattern. Exactly. And that would have been the pattern. But y'all hide everything, and we're just supposed to believe it. Yeah, this would have been. That's what's confusing. That's what's confusing. That whole thing was about a pattern of abuse, and all of this was redacted. None of this was brought up during the trial, but you were trying to prove a pattern of abuse in relation to, what happened. That crazy night, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. It's just confusing. If anything else comes out, I'll be first to jump on it. I'm pretty sure, the law, what we call ourselves, the Law Avengers, we're gonna link up and we're gonna talk about this and try to break this down. I want to salute Pam. I want to salute Kat, Dre, Chill, myself. She dreads me. Dr. Hines, Danny. That's what I'm waiting on. What Danny, where you at, baby girl? Where you at? Where you at? This is crazy. I'm waiting on Kat and Danny to get to it and break this down the way that they break it down, like a fraction. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if anything else come out, we'll be right on top of it. And we are gonna form like Voltron and scrape through this thing, man. So yeah. Y'all let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all. If you want to become a member, the memberships are open. Become a house guest. If you want to become a regular, become a house guest, please do so, man. Gonna try to build a dope community here. That's what I'm trying to do. So, and give y'all the best. And y'all let me know what y'all want me to do. That's what being in Blues House is all about, man. If y'all tell me what y'all want me to do, and we're gonna do it. So salute to y'all. And where the membership button, it should be when you hold on, let me not send you on a wild goose chase. But let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Out of you know, that's trying. As soon as I saw it, I said, let me go live on y'all. Let me go live. So the membership button should be, where is the membership button? Okay, so it should say join. So underneath the video, it's just, you should see the join. It'll say join, and that's where the membership is. And if you do want to join, it's only 99 cents, man. It's not a lot of money. I ain't trying to break nobody's pockets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But appreciate y'all once again. I am out of here. I've been on here an hour and a half. I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna reread through these, through this motion, through this document, and see what else. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna try to reach out to like Cat and all them people. The good people, Danny and all of them, and see if they're gonna break it down. And like I said, I'll possibly be back. But peace, y'all. Until next time, I am out. Yo, what's cracking, Rules House family? Hey, we come to the end of another great video. Hope you enjoyed our take on the latest in entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We would love for you to join us. Remember, Rules House is your house. Until next time, stay tuned, stay dope. We out. Peace.